Jagmeet Singh is in trouble yet again. After spreading misinformation about Pierre Poilievre and Elon Musk, Singh's credibility is crumbling, and Canadians are furious. From his alliance with Justin Trudeau to his lavish lifestyle, Singh's hypocrisy is being exposed for all to see. But this time, it's not just Pierre Poilievre calling him out. Canadians themselves are stepping up, demanding answers and accountability. So, what exactly did Singh say about Poilievre and Musk? And why is it backfiring so badly? Stay tuned as we break down how Singh's misinformation campaign has humiliated him on the national stage and why his alliance with Trudeau is pushing voters further away. You won't want to miss this.
Let's first of all shed a brief tear for Jagmeet Singh, because the problem he has is that he's trying to be an NDP leader and we already have an NDP prime minister. Justin Trudeau.
That's right. Pierre Poilievre didn't hold back, exposing Singh's alliance with Trudeau and his failure to stand up for Canadians. But that's just the beginning. Let's dive into the details and uncover the truth behind Singh's latest blunder. Singh's misinformation about Poilievre and Musk Jagmeet. Singh recently launched a scathing attack on Pierre Poilievre, accusing him of siding with billionaires like Elon Musk instead of standing up for everyday Canadians. Singh claimed that Musk's supposed endorsement of Poilievre was proof that Poilievre only cares about the rich and powerful. But here's the problem. Singh's claims were misleading at best and outright false at worst.
Endorsed by Elon Musk. Now, absolutely, and we needed it took a while to get that out, so thank you for the shout outs. He got endorsed by Elon Musk. In context, thank you again. Keep it going. Elon Musk is a part of an administration that threatened our country, that threatened Canadian jobs, that threatened our sovereignty, threatened to use economic pressure against our country. So you would think that someone that loves Canada, that wants to defend Canadian workers when given a chance, would reject that endorsement, right? Well, Pierre Poilievre was asked the question, do you accept the endorsement of Elon Musk? And this is very telling. This tells you whose side he's on. He said in response to that, you would think, he would say, no, I reject the endorsement of a guy who's a part of an administration that threatens our country, that threatens Canadian workers. I would reject that. He said, he's a great guy. He wants to go to Mars. My kiddo.
Strong words from Singh, but let's break this down. First of all, Elon Musk's so-called endorsement of Poilievre was nothing more than a tweet praising his leadership style. That's it. No deals, no alliances, just a tweet. But Singh twisted this into a full-blown attack, trying to paint Poilievre as a puppet of billionaires. And here's where it gets ironic. Singh criticizes Musk, but let's not forget that Trudeau's government, Singh's closest ally, has worked with Musk's companies, including Tesla and SpaceX, on multiple occasions. So who's really cozying up to billionaires here? Singh's alliance with Trudeau has made him complicit in policies that have benefited the wealthy while leaving everyday Canadians behind. And now, Singh's attempt to smear Poilievre is backfiring spectacularly, exposing his own hypocrisy in the process. This isn't the first time Singh has tried to distract from his own failures by attacking others, and Canadians are starting to see through his tactics. Before we take a look at Poilievre's response, I'd like to ask for a small favor. If you're enjoying this content, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. Fun fact, over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. Your support makes a big difference and helps us keep creating content like this. Thanks so much for considering it. Now, let's get back to the video. Poilievre's response and Singh's hypocrisy. In an interview with Jordan Peterson, Pierre Poilievre didn't waste any time responding to Jagmeet Singh's accusations. In fact, Poilievre turned the tables, exposing Singh's hypocrisy and his alliance with Justin Trudeau. And let's just say, Singh didn't come out of this looking good.
But I can't understand how he can reconcile himself to himself, because what he does is so at odds with what he says that it couldn't be more different. Like, if he allied him, the other thing I can't figure out, maybe you can shed some light on this, is like, when Singh agreed to act as Trudeau's support, why the hell didn't he negotiate a cabinet seat? I mean, why didn't he make it into a formal coalition? I know that's not a traditional Canadian move, but it could happen. And so he sold his soul to Trudeau fundamentally, decimated his own party, and gained nothing in return, including what he could have gained had he bargained properly. That's how it looks to me. And what do you think about that?
I mean, he's not a very good negotiator, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
Poilievre's point is clear. Singh has been propping up Trudeau's government for years, but what has he achieved for the NDP or for Canadians? Nothing. Instead, Singh has tied himself to Trudeau's failures: rising housing costs, skyrocketing grocery prices, and a crumbling healthcare system. If he can't even work out a good deal with his buddy Trudeau, how's he going to deal with President Trump and those proposed tariffs? And here's the kicker. Poilievre also called out Singh for voting against a non-confidence motion that included Singh's own criticisms of Trudeau. That's right. Singh voted to keep Trudeau in power, even when it meant going against his own words.
that is what Singh is trying to do, while simultaneously keeping Trudeau's government going. He voted just a couple of weeks ago against a non-confidence motion that I put forward, which contained Singh's own criticisms of Trudeau in Singh's own words. So he voted against his own words to keep Trudeau in power.
Poilievre's response has struck a chord with Canadians who are tired of Singh's double standards. On one hand, Singh claims to fight for the working class. On the other, he props up a government that has made life harder for those very people. And let's not forget the personal motivations at play here. Singh's critics argue that he's keeping Trudeau in power to secure his $2 million pension, which kicks in if he stays in office until 2025. Is Singh really fighting for Canadians, or is he just looking out for himself? Add apart. Poilievre's sharp critique has left Singh scrambling to defend himself. But it's not just Poilievre who's calling Singh out. Canadians themselves are stepping up and demanding answers. Singh's alliance with Trudeau and public backlash. While Jagmeet Singh continues to defend his alliance with Justin Trudeau, Canadians are making their voices heard, and they're not happy. Protests outside Singh's Burnaby office have become a symbol of the growing frustration with his leadership and his unwavering support for Trudeau's failing government.
He will not vote non-confidence before he gets his pension, or at least he will not vote non-confidence in a way that sees the election happen before his pension kicks in. So
Singh's alliance with Trudeau has left him vulnerable to criticism from all sides. While he claims to fight for the working class, his support for Trudeau's policies, like the carbon tax and massive government spending, has made life harder for everyday Canadians.
Before I play it here, it says, NDP betrayal on Family Day. Burnaby South deserves better. Non-democratic party. Jagmeet Singh is Trudeau's puppet. Jagmeet Singh is not working. Jack Layton would be turning in his grave.
Yeah, you know what it's like. Yeah, we had to.
Canadians are starting to see through Singh's double standards. The protests outside his Burnaby office are just one example of the growing backlash. Signs calling him a puppet of Trudeau and chants demanding accountability show that Singh's base is losing faith in his leadership.
The NDP leader sold out Canadians to sign onto a costly coalition that doubled the debt, doubled the housing costs, sent 2 million people to food banks and 1,800 tent encampments. He voted 24 times for the carbon tax. And since he did his dramatic video, he has refused to answer 40 times whether he'd vote non-confidence.
Singh's alliance with Trudeau has become a political liability, and the public is making it clear that they won't tolerate excuses any longer. But Singh's problems don't end with his alliance. They extend to his own lifestyle, which has become a symbol of his hypocrisy. Singh's luxury lifestyle and hypocrisy. While Jagmeet Singh claims to fight for the working class, his luxury lifestyle tells a very different story. From expensive cars to designer clothing, Singh's image as a man of the people is crumbling under the weight of his own extravagance.
Together, we all believe that every Canadian, every single person in our country, deserves a good job. One job that pays the bills, that gives you a home you can call your own, that gives you a fridge filled with groceries, that allows you to save for a rainy day, maybe save for a vacation, to be able to treat your loved ones. But that is not what it feels like right now. for so many of your members, for so many of you, it is tough right now. It is so hard to make ends meet. People are feeling like they're drowning in how expensive things are. Getting ahead is far from people's minds. They're thinking, I can barely get by. I can barely get by. And on top of that, I think about what that means, that struggle that people are going through. And I think about when I was faced with that kind of struggle and what it was like and what I was going through. I'll share with you.
Strong words from Singh, but here's the problem. While Canadians are cutting back on groceries and struggling to pay rent, Singh is living like a celebrity. From his Rolex watches to his BMW and even his Versace bag, Singh's lifestyle is a slap in the face to the very people he claims to represent. It's no wonder Poilievre dubbed him the Maserati Marxist. How can someone who flaunts such wealth claim to understand the struggles of everyday Canadians? The disconnect between Singh's words and actions is impossible to ignore. And it's not just Poilievre calling him out. Canadians are growing increasingly frustrated with politicians like Singh, who talk about helping the working class but fail to deliver real solutions. Singh's lavish lifestyle has become a symbol of his hypocrisy, and it's fueling the public's anger. While Singh criticizes Pierre Poilievre for supposedly siding with billionaires, his own actions tell a different story. Canadians are starting to ask, is Singh really fighting for the people, or is he just another out-of-touch politician?
Corrupted bastard. Want to say something? What? Want to say something? You say nothing? You got something to say? Who said it?
Singh's hypocrisy is becoming impossible to ignore, and it's not just damaging his credibility, it's threatening the future of the NDP itself. But the political implications of Singh's actions go far beyond his own career. Broader political implications. With his alliance with Justin Trudeau under fire and his credibility in question, Singh is facing a political crisis of his own making. And it's not just Trudeau's failures that are hurting Singh. His inability to distance himself from the Liberal government has left the NDP without a clear identity. Once seen as a party for the working class, the NDP is now viewed by many as nothing more than Trudeau's backup plan. Meanwhile, Pierre Poilievre is capitalizing on this frustration, positioning himself as the leader who will stand up for Canadians and take the country in a new direction. With Singh's credibility crumbling and Trudeau's government on shaky ground, the political landscape in Canada is shifting. Canadians are demanding change, and Singh's inability to deliver is pushing voters further away from the NDP. The question now is, can Singh salvage his reputation and the future of his party, or is this the beginning of the end for his political career? Jagmeet Singh's attempts to spread misinformation about Pierre Poilievre and Elon Musk have backfired spectacularly. From his alliance with Trudeau to his luxury lifestyle, Singh's hypocrisy is being exposed for all to see. Canadians are tired of excuses, and they're demanding real leadership. What do you think about Singh's comments and his alliance with Trudeau? Is he fighting for Canadians or just for himself? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Canadian politics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.